welcome to the Small Glories.
Hello, Washington! We've wanted to say that for a while. Thank you so much. We're very delighted to be here. And we'll look at those people too in the screen because we know that there are people listening online too. All right, shall we start? Should I 2, 3, ha. You must know someone like him. He was tall and strong and lean, body like a greyhound and a mind so sharp and keen. But his heart, just like a laurel, grew twisted round itself, till almost everything he did caused pain to someone else. Well, it's not just what you're born with, it's what you choose to bear. It's not how big your share is, but how much you can share. And it's not the fights you dreamed of, but those you really fought. It's not what you've been given, it's what you do with what you got. Now what's the use of 2 strong legs if you only run away? What use is the finest voice if you're nothing good to say? And what good is strength and muscle if you only push and shove? And what's the use of 2 good ears if you can't hear those you love? Well, it's not just what you're born with, it's what you choose to bear. It's not how big your share is, but how much you can share. And it's not the fights you dreamed of, but those you really fought. It's not what you've been given, it's what you do with what you got. Between those who use their neighbors and those who use the cane, between those in constant power and those in constant shame, between those who run to evil and those who cannot run, and tell me which ones are the cripples and which ones touch the sun. It's not just what you're born with, it's what you choose to bear. It's not how big your share is, but how much you can share. And it's not the fights you dreamed of, but those you really fought. It's not what you've been given, it's what you do with what you got. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, this next song is a song called Secondhand. And this is a song that came about after Cara and I would come home off the road from wherever with stories and photos of places we'd been and people we'd met. And then the kind of reactions that we would get from our family and our friends when we show them all these incredible places that we'd been, and they just had to stay home in Winnipeg. You can imagine I'm standing out front of the Kennedy Center And I have my wife and kids back home. I love showing them photos of where I've been, and the reactions they get are always like, yeah, it's cool. What would be better if I was in the photo with you, Dad? That's what they always say. We also really like to tell secondhand stories that would make more sense had you been there, so here's one. So we got a chance to go to Australia way back before the pandemic, before, you know, the glory days, the golden years. And we had a wonderful time. We did something called the Festival of Small Halls, where we didn't play the big cities, but we went out into the country and played small communities, beautiful little halls, and everybody showed up. We also played some festivals, and the last festival we played was the Illawarra Folk Festival, which is on the east coast of Australia, just south of Sydney a few miles. It's a beautiful little beach town. And Cara and I were on tour with 3 other people, a sound man, a tour manager, and another artist, and we were all put up in different places during the festival. They didn't put it up in a hotel or anything. At the end of the festival, our tour manager came around, picked us all up one by one, picked up Cara last. We got her and her gear into the car. We drove on down the road. A couple doors down from where Cara had been staying, there was this place with all of this stuff out on the lawn, and I thought it was free. So I said, stop the van!
You should explain why you thought it was free.
I thought it was free because in Winnipeg, we have something called Free Weekend. It's when you put out the stuff that you don't want anymore onto your front lawn, and people walk around and take it. And then you get to walk around and take their stuff, the stuff that's on the front lawn. That's important to know.
And not every weekend.
And not every weekend. So anyway, I thought this was free, and I ran up there on the front lawn, and I picked up this beautiful, twinkling, gorgeous, second-place ballerina trophy. And I ran back to the van and said, congratulations, Cara, what an amazing weekend. Here's your second-place ballerina trophy. She called me weird. She wondered if there was more. I said there was about 70. She said, well, go get all of them. So I ran back up onto the front lawn, and I picked up the garbage bucket, and I said, I'm taking these. And no one said anything, so I ran back to the van, and we peeled out of there as fast as we could. But when we got to the end of the street, we were scratching our heads wondering what we were going to do with all these flippin' trophies. 70 ballerina trophies. Anyway, the place where we stayed that night, we slept on it in the morning. We woke up around the breakfast table. We decided we had about 2 more weeks of concerts left. Why don't we give away trophies at all of our concerts? And so we did. And we gave them to people like you guys in the audience, people who had fancy clothes or people who had sweet dance moves. It was a lot of fun.
We had these dance competitions, and the Australians love to dance. So at this show, if you were Australian, you would not be in your chairs. You would be all up here dancing. And so we'd watch who had the best dance moves. And we noticed this one show, there was an 80-year-old grandmother having a dance-off with a 4-year-old great-grandson. And at the end of the night, we gave the 4-year-old the trophy because it was the right thing to do. And he looked kind of petrified. The newspaper interviewed him, took his picture. His parents came up to us afterwards and said, this was our son's very first concert, and this was his very first trophy. What have you done? Near the end of the tour, we still had a few left. And when we're on tour, we try to eat relatively healthy because we have to keep our shape. But when in a foreign country, you have to do a drive-through McDonald's and ask for extra pickles and see how many extra pickles they actually give you. So we had this brilliant idea. JD and I do not sound Australian, so we sat in the front seat of the tour van, and we get to the window, and we say in our North American accents, hello, my name is Cara Luft, and this is JD Edwards, and we work for the North American franchise of McDonald's. And we've been visiting all of the takeout window services in New South Wales, Australia, and we'd like to tell you that you have the best takeout window service we've ever experienced, and we'd like to present you with a second-place ballerina trophy.
Yeah,
You had to be
there
there.
probably. So it may make more sense. Second hand. 3, 4. Bet you don't do it justice. You can see the things I see. Don't need to hear about it secondhand. You'd be there if you did to come along with me.
sun was at my back. I curved down to the cold, clear water. I passed the rundown fishing shack. I crossed the bay, the autumn breeze turned the hills to flame. A small bird just fluttered by, singing out your name. Maybe we can rent a boat, sail across the sunlit bay. You wrapped up in your winter coats, just to keep the wind away. Spend the afternoon saying nothing, and when the sun goes down, light a fire and drink some wine. Slowly drive back into town. I bet you don't do it justice. You can see the things I see. Don't need to hear about a second hand. You'll be there if you dare to come along with me. Oh yeah. Rolling into the city at night. Every street has a name. Remind me of the places that I've been to. It all begins to look the same, but underneath the banners and the lights, my mind begins to change. Humming that feeling at the center of town, it keeps calling out your name. I wish that you could tag along. I sit beside me at a restaurant, drinking whiskey till 3 in the morning, singing harmonies on that karaoke song. Going on and on, going on and on and on. I bet you don't do it justice. You can see the things I see. Don't need to hear about a second hand. You'll be there if you dare to come along with me. Bet you don't do it justice. You can see the things I see. Don't need to hear about it secondhand. You'll be there if you dare to come along with me.
Thank you. What do you want to do after that? Sure. Well, we're going to do a traditional British Isles folk song for you. JD and I, we wear our folk hearts proudly. We're part of the folk music community, but we also listen to a lot of different kinds of music and influenced by a lot of rock and roll, I would say, growing up. And so this is a song that I think we both first heard on a Led Zeppelin record. Safe place to acknowledge that here. And one of the things that I love so much about them is a lot of their influences were these incredible blues, roots, jazz, and folk players. And unfortunately, Zeppelin was rather notorious for ripping off a lot of these players and not giving them any credit. So we think it's very important to give credit where credit is due, so we're stealing back. This is a song, if you're a Zeppelin fan, you'll know it is a very funky instrumental called Black Mountainside. The original title is Black Waterside. And the guitar part was composed by a wonderful Scottish guitarist by the name of Bert Jansch from a group called Pentangle. So this is our version of Jimmy Page's version of Bert Jansch's version of the traditional song, Black Waterside. I find that a lot of traditional songs have general themes, often about girls who go wandering through the woods, and they meet fellas who want to sleep with them. And instead of saying, "Oh, sure, I'll go off," she usually asks the guy a bunch of riddles and questions to see if he's smart enough to sleep with. Keep that in mind, people. So in this particular song, she forgets to ask him these riddles and questions, and foolishly off she goes into the bushes. When everything is said and done, he's grabbing his clothes and starts walking away, and she says, "Where are you going? You were just lying on my breast, and you promised you'd stay with me forever." And he says, "That was then, this is now, I've got to go." So she curses him and calls him terrible names, and he says, "Stop cursing me and go home and cry about it in your father's garden." So, not a song to sing at a wedding, but it's got a great harmonica part, great guitar part, great singing part. Here's Black Waterside.
was gazing all around me. The Irish lad I spied, well, through the full part of the night, we lay in sport and play. Then this young man arose and gathered his clothes, say fare thee well to me. It's not the promise that you gave to me. First you lay on my breast. You can make me believe with your lying tongue that the sun rose in the west. Well, then go home to your father's garden, yeah, go and weep your fill, and think on your own misfortune, and God rid your wants and will. There's not a woman in this whole wide world that's easily led as I. Sure, the fishes will fly, the seas run dry before your merry eye. Morning fair, I took the air down by Waterside, down by Waterside. Oh, down by Waterside. Yeah. Hey.
Thank you.
So normally we have a banjo on stage, but the airline decided not to bring it along with our flight, so it's still in Montreal.
We hope it's getting played.
No one has a banjo by chance? Okay.
Okay. Wouldn't that be great, though, if somebody did?
That would be like amazing. It'd be like, I've got one. And then they would come up and everyone would cheer. It would be the first time anyone would cheer for a banjo. No, I'm just kidding. This next song is a song that we wrote out on the east coast of Canada a couple of years ago. We had a wonderful chance to go to Cape Breton Island and do some songwriting. That's in Nova Scotia. And there's a wonderful festival there called the Celtic Colors Festival. It happens every October. It's an amazing festival. And now Cara and I, as the Small Glories, were invited to come and perform, and we did. We were also asked to do something called the Songhouse, where we joined a number of other artists from across Canada in this beautiful home. And we wrote 2 songs a day, Monday to Friday. And on Saturday, we sung them live for the first time in front of a live audience. And we were pretty afraid. But we had everything there, all of our lyrics and everything. And we were together, so it was all right. And everyone knew what was up in the audience, so it didn't matter if we messed up. But anyway, this song came out of that time while we were there. And we wrote this song with our friend Catherine McClellan, a wonderful artist from Prince Edward Island. This is a song called Sing. I remember we were sitting in our songwriting room trying to figure out what we were going to write about, discussing the news of the day and all sorts of things. And Catherine and I looked over at Cara, and Cara started to vibrate because she had an idea. And smoke started to come out of her ears, you know, because they were really working. Just joking. And then she said, we should write a song about singing and the power of singing.
Yes.
We were like, yeah. And so we did. And we got down to it. And, you know, not to be too corny or whatever, but we believe that music and singing is a real powerful force in the universe here. It has an ability to crack a hard shell. It can take you back to yesterday. It can bring people together. It can mobilize people. It can bring hope. And all sorts of other amazing things music can do. And so we wrote all these things in our song called Sing. And at some point we decided that, you know, we shouldn't just be singing for the sake of it, but we should be singing for somebody. So we turned to each other and we said we're going to sing for each other because we need it, especially on days like this where the banjo don't show up. So we'll sing for the banjo tonight.
Sing for the banjo, yes.
And we also sing for our brothers and sisters back home. It's Canada Day, a day we celebrate Canada and all sorts of things.
Yeah. And most of our touring has been in the States, and we love you guys. We're your closest neighbor. We know what happens down here affects us at home, and we grieve with you when things go rotten down here. A lot of things. You guys are. Canada has a level of stuff we're dealing with. America, it's very high. So we sing this especially for you guys tonight.
I could sing for the money, I could sing for the praise, spitting out nothing, wasting time up on the stage. Good folks who bleed in freedom, denied their truth. One thing I can do is sing for you. Sing for the suffering, working slaves, cast in a debt they can never repay. Sing for their oppressors who still believe it's either us or them, never harming me. Sing for the rebels who forgot their cause, dignity for all, whatever the cost, who are looking at retirement, don't wanna be poor. But what about the children ravaged by war? I could sing for the money, I could sing for the breeze, spitting out nothing, wasting time up on the stage. Good folks are bleeding freedom, denied their truth. One thing I can do is sing for you. Sing for the sinners and hidden saints, lurking in the shadows, burdened with pain. Sing for a future free from the past. Sing for a living that's meant to last. Sing for togetherness and not the wall. Tears of human spirit are felt by all. Gotta do what I can, gotta live what I believe. Learn to love and wear it on my sleeve. I can sing for the money, I can sing for the praise, spitting out nothing, wasting time up on the stage. And folks are bleeding freedom, denied their truth. One thing I can do is sing for you. I could sing for the money, I could sing for the praise, spitting out nothing, wasting time up on the stage. Good folks are bleeding freedom, denied their truth. One thing I can do is sing for you.
Do you want to do No Friend of Mine? Is that good? Or do you want to do Oh My Love?
No friend of mine.
Well, we're going to do a song about people we don't like anymore. It's nobody here yet. I'm kidding. I noticed as I hit, I was going to say, as I hit 40, no, I'm getting closer to 50. I don't look a day over 43. But as I started getting into my 40s, I realized I really didn't want to spend time with people who I didn't actually like. And that time is finite, time is precious, and why spend it with people who I don't really want to spend it with? Anybody else have that experience as you've aged? Do you realize who and what is important? Particularly who is important. So we'll sing this for anybody here who is maybe spending time with somebody or some people in your life and you need to maybe make a change, and hopefully it's not somebody you came with tonight, because that would be an incredibly awkward conversation on the drive or walk out of here. I remember telling JD the story that after I wrote this song, I was singing it at this hippie festival in British Columbia. And the song is, it's about making some serious changes and of getting rid of friends. Not in a mean way, but just getting, removing myself from friends who weren't good for me anymore. And at the hippie festival, they started dancing and doing their dance like this and smiling and singing along with the chorus, which is, "You're no friend of mine." And I wanted to yell at all of them and say, "You're not listening to the words. This is not a happy song." But we think that everybody can relate to it. So if you feel like dancing, giving the Australians one for their money, or you feel like singing along, please join us. What do we say? We tune because we care, JD, or good enough? What was the thing that you had said?
There's through there, and out of my mouth came "good enough for you people," and it didn't go over well, and I didn't sell any CDs that night.
Good enough for you people.
Down by the river and the old oak tree, I burned a letter that you mailed to me. Watched it spin and fly away, and opened up a brand new day without you. A new day of standing still. 'Cause you're no friend of mine. You tore up my heart, you robbed me blind. Now I'm cutting you from my life, 'cause you're not worth my time. Down by the river and the old oak tree, I dug a grave and I dug it deep. Buried all the things that you gave to me, and now I'm finally free of your sting, free of the burden you were to me. 'Cause you're no friend of mine. You tore up my heart, you robbed me blind. I'm cutting you from my life, 'cause you're not worth my Down by the river and the old oak tree, I made a promise I intend to keep. Told myself I'd never be fooled if I should come across that likes of you. No, I would never be made a fool. 'Cause you're no friend of mine. You tore up my heart, you robbed me blind. I'm cutting you from my life, 'cause you're not worth my time. You're
We are having a debate because there's no banjo. Are you guys up for joining us on a song? Are you a singing audience? Kennedy Center. Singing, sing, sing. This is a song that's got an incredibly easy sing-along chorus. The words are, in your daughters and your sons, in your daughters and your sons, you sowed the seeds of, and we're going to say words like peace, justice, equality, and freedom. And those are 4 words that we talk a lot about in our day-to-day lives, and especially when we're on tour, going to so many different countries. We also think about the next generation and how many people have gone ahead of us and fought really hard for the weight and the power of those particular words, and how we don't really want to lose the weight and power of those words. And we want the next generation to understand that as well. So we love teaching this song to lots of folks, and we also love to tell some stories. So here's JD will tell a story, and I'll tell a story. This is, I don't have children. It was a conscious decision on my part, and but I am a big kid in an adult body, and my friends' kids are all a little bit confused about me. They don't quite know how I fit, and after visiting one of my close friends with her 3 kids, one of her daughters came up to her afterwards and said, "Mom, is Cara an adult or a child?" And my friend said, "Well, what do you think?" And the daughter said, "I don't know." She was quite perplexed, so I took that as a compliment. You can tell your Harry story today?
I've got 3 children. I got a Charlie, a Harry, and a Junie. 8, 6, and 4. And in Winnipeg, when the snow melts in June, the bikes come out of the shed. And so my oldest, he knows how to ride, and we let him ride on the street. It's terrifying, but we let him. And his younger brother, Harry, just wants to do everything his older brother does. You can understand that. So on this particular day, the bikes came out. Charlie threw on his helmet, jumped on his bike, and was out ripping around on the street. Harry just wanted to go right out there with him. I said, whoa, 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 Harry, hang back. We're going to hang out on the sidewalk. We're going to learn how to ride our bike better, learn the rules of the road, and then maybe we'll go out onto the street with your brother. Well, he wasn't having any of that. He started stomping and breathing heavily, and then he pointed at me and gave me the stink eye. He said, "Dad, I was born to ride on the streets. I wasn't born to ride on the sidewalks." And then he ran in the house, and I keeled over laughing because I thought it was funny. And I think it's okay to laugh at your kids every once in a while. I'm looking at you guys because you got kids. It's okay to laugh at them. They laugh at us all the time. Anyway. This song is for our children and our children's children. This was for Charlie, Harry, and Junie. If you don't have any kids, think about Cara. She's a big kid.
They wouldn't hear your music, and they pulled your paintings down. They wouldn't read your writing, and they banned you from the town. But they couldn't stop your dreaming and the victories you have won. For you sowed the seeds of freedom in your daughters and your sons, in your daughters and your sons, in your daughters and your sons. You sowed the seeds of freedom in your daughters and your sons. Your weary smile, it proudly hides the train marks on your hands, and you bravely strive to realize the rights of everyone. Though your body's bent and low, a victory you have won. For you sowed the seeds of justice in your daughters and your sons, in your daughters and your sons, in your daughters and your sons. You sowed the seeds of justice in your daughters and your sons. Well, I don't know your religion, but one day I heard you pray for a world where everyone can work and children they can play. No, you never got your share of the victories you have won. You sowed the seeds of equality in your daughters and your sons. In your daughters and your sons. In your daughters and your sons. You sowed the seeds of equality in your daughters and your sons. Where they taunted you in Belfast, and they tortured you in Spain, and in that Waterside ghetto where they tied you up in chains, in Vietnam and in Chile where they came with tanks and guns. It was there you sowed the seeds of peace in your daughters and your sons, in your daughters and your sons, in your daughters and your sons. It was there you sowed the seeds of peace in your daughters and your sons. Now your music's playing and the writing's on the wall, and all the dreams you've painted can be seen by one and all. Now you've got them thinking the future's just begun, for you sowed the seeds of freedom in your daughters and your sons, in your daughters and your sons, in your daughters and your sons. You sowed the seeds of equality in your daughters and your sons, in your daughters and your sons, in your daughters and your sons. You sowed the seeds of justice in your daughters and your sons. Oh. Thank you. Yeah, good introduction. Yeah, that.
Thank you very much, everybody. Again, this is Cara Luft. My name is JD Edwards. We are the Small Glories from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Happy Canada Day. Thank you so much for having us here in this beautiful hall.
I think we're going to do one more, and there might be time for one more after. We don't know. We'll see. But this is another one that you guys can join us on.
Oh, My Love is the name of this song.
It's our hit.
This is our hit. Have you guys heard it yet? Some people, okay. Well, if you like it, you can buy it. You can buy, I don't know if you can buy it here, or you can definitely get it online.
But we're going to be hanging out after and hawking our wares. We got shirts, we got stickers, we got toques. We've
got something called The Silent Banjo. It's a banjo book. Cara's father, Barry Luft, is a fantastic professional banjo player in Calgary, Alberta, and he has put together this wonderful banjo meditation book. It sounds weird, but it's actually pretty cool. He's written 365 tunes and little phrases or mantras that you repeat. So you sit down with your banjo or whatever, and you play your riff that he has written here for this particular day. And then you hold your banjo close to your heart, and then you repeat the phrase that he has written. And Cara has one of her favorites.
My favorite one is, remember, the best things in life aren't things, except banjos.
So we have that for sale too.
And we would just actually love to say hi to you guys. It's been a bit of a crazy 48 hours, as we've mentioned, getting here, and we're just so delighted to finally be here, and we'd love to just say hi and shake your hands and give some sweaty hugs if you're into that.
Darling,
calling your name on the mountainside. Your voice is soft and soothing. I haven't felt this way in a long, long time. Oh, my love, my dearest love. Oh, my body's aching. Oh, my soul is wide open, and my heart is breaking. I've been traveling over country, across the oceans and the great divide, longing to have you with me, find a home where we can hide. Oh, my love. Oh, my love, my dearest love. Oh, my body. Oh, my body's aching. Oh, my soul. Oh, my soul is wide open. And my heart is breaking. Here I go again, on my own again, walking through the fire. Flames are getting higher. What is left behind? The love that you denied. Hear me now, baby, hear me. Oh, my love, my dearest love. Oh, my body. Oh, my body's aching. Oh, my soul. Oh, my soul is wide open. And my heart is breaking. Let's turn on my love, my dearest love. Oh, my body's aching. Oh, my soul is wide open, and my heart is breaking. Darling, can you hear me?
This is JD Edwards. I'm Cara Luft, and we're the Small Glories.
Thank you very much, everybody. Good night. Thank you very much. Happy Canada Day.
Would you like one more? We have time for one more. Yay! Yay! I want to do a shout out to Melanie. She's been so gracious with us. I've been texting her all day from the various airports. We're here. We're not there. We're waiting for a banjo. The banjo's in Montreal. She was very gracious. And who's doing sound again? Ryan doing sound. If you put your hands together for Ryan. And Jen, who is helping us with stage managing. Most importantly, thanks to all of you for coming out and supporting live music. You guys are so fortunate to have a space like this. Thank you, Washington. It's been a real pleasure, and hopefully we will get back here again soon.
Big room, baby.
This is a nice size.
This is a pretty nice size room for sure. This song is called The Witch of the Westmoreland. We learned this song from a great Canadian by the name of Stan Rogers, but he learned it from an awesome Scottish artist by the name of
He's so awesome.
he's so awesome. His name's on the tip of my tongue.
I know, it's still Archie Fisher.
Archie Fisher. Okay, nobody's heard of him either, so I could have said anything. All right. Trust me, he's awesome. All right. Anyway, this is a song called The Witch of the Westmoreland. This is a story song. This is a song about a knight who's been mortally wounded. And he's on this quest to find the Witch of the Westmoreland. She's the only creature, the only spirit, the only soul who can save his life. And he's He's traveling with his dog. He's got a hawk, and he's riding his horse. And he goes here and there, and he meets some weird creatures. It's kind of a weird song. But
we love it.
But we love it. And there's about 35 verses and no chorus. So we're gonna fill it. We're gonna sing all of them in 1 minute. We might go overtime. Sorry, Melanie. But it's been a real pleasure singing for you guys. We hope to see you again. Thank you very much. Come to Canada. There's a lot of space.
And come see us afterwards. And for kids who are here tonight, if you guys want to come see us, we'll give you guys some free stickers.
Pale was a wounded knight that bore the rowing shield. Loud and cruel the raven's cries that feasted on the field, saying, "Backwater cold and clear will never clean your wounds. They're none but the witch of the Westmoreland that makes the healing soon. So turn your stallion's head till his red mane flies in the wind, and the rider of the moon goes by, and the bright star falls behind. And clear was the paley moon when a shadow passed him by. Below the hills were the brightest stars when he heard the owlet cry, saying, "Why do you ride this way? And wherefore came you here? But I seek the witch of the Westmoreland that dwells by the winding mere, and is weary by the All's water and the misty break fern way, till through the clefts of the Kirkstead Pass where the winding water lay." Hey! Hey! He said, "Lie down, my brindled hound, and rest me, my good grey hawk, and me, my steed, may graze thy fill, for I must dismount and walk. But come when you hear my horn, and answer swift the call, for I fear the sun will rise this morn, he will serve me best of all. And it's down to the water's brim, he has borne the rowing shield, and the golden rod he has cast in to see what the lake might yield. And it's a wind rosy from the lake, and fast and fleet when she won, have the form of a maiden fair with a jet black mare's body. And it's loud, long, shrill he blew, till the steed was by his side. High overhead the grey hawk flew, swiftly in he ride, saying, "Course well, my brindled hound, and fetch me the jet black mare. Stoop and strike, my good grey hawk, and bring me the maiden fair." Hey! Hey! She said, "Praise she thy silvery sword, lay down thy rowing shield, for I see by the briny blood that flows you've been wounded in the field." And she stood in a gown of a velvet blue, bound round with a silver chain, and she's kissed his pale lips once and twice, and 3 times round again. And she's bound his wounds with a golden rod, full fast in her arms he lay, and he has risen hailing soon with the sun high in the day. She said, "Ride with your brindled hound at heel, and your good grey hawk in hand. There's none can harm the knight who's lain with the witch of the Westmoreland." La, 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 everybody. This is Cara Luft.
It's JD Edwards. We're the Small Glories. Thanks again. See you next time.
Thank you for joining us at Millennium Stage. For more information about the upcoming Millennium Stage programming, please visit us online at our website or on Facebook. As we prepare for another performance, we ask that you would head towards the back of the seating area so we can safely clear the area. If you would like to meet with the artist,